What's up, everybody? Coach Schwartz here, giving you today's workout. So on the docket for today, we've got our warm-up, which is going to be either a 200-meter run or about 600 feet, or 60 seconds of high knees, pumping those knees nice and high. After that, we're going to do hip swings. We're going to do open hip and closed hip, 10 each side, going each direction, back and forth. Banded lateral steps, we need a little mini band for that, or if you don't have a little mini band, just squat down and moving side to side. Air squats, 20 of those, and then quadrupled T-spine rotations, 10 each direction with that one. After warm-up's over, the workout for today is goblet squats and kneeling overhead presses. For the goblet squats, you'll go ahead and do 5 sets of 10 to 15. The number of reps is going to depend on the weight that you have at home. Challenge yourself with these ones. So if you have a lighter weight, push for that 15 realm. If you need to challenge yourself even more, count backwards from 10 on the way down, or pause at the bottom for a few seconds to add more time under tension to make it more difficult. Same thing with the kneeling overhead presses. Shoot for the higher reps if you have a lower weight at home, and also go slower on the way down as you're descending for each rep to make it more challenging. Once we're done with those two aspects, we're gonna move on to our conditioning, which is suitcase deadlift on the right side, bent over row on the right side, and then swapping that over to the left side. You'll do each exercise for 30 seconds for 5 rounds, going back and forth until you've completed it for time. After the conditioning aspect is done, we're gonna do some ab work. So we have suitcase marches, which is where you're gonna hold a dumbbell on one hand at a time, picking those knees up nice and high, just like we were doing for the high knees earlier. You'll do 3 sets of 45 seconds on each side with about 45 seconds of rest in between sets. Maintain nice posture, eyes forward. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Warm up is 60 seconds of standing high knees, or a 200-meter run about 600 feet. After that, we're going to do our hip swings, open and closed hip swing, then our banded lateral steps. If you don't have one of these, you can try to buy one or just skip the whole thing entirely. And then we're gonna do our quadrupled T-spine rotations. So for our meter run, go outside, run around your block, whatever that is, or stand in one place doing high knees, pumping your arms nice and high. After that, we'll do our hip swings, one side up, open, close, like you're standing up, or you're standing your foot up over an object. Do 10, going each direction on each leg, back and forth. Then you'll take our magic band here, and you're gonna slap that on your knees. Okay, squat down, move side to side, back and forth till you've done 20 on each side. If you don't have the band, you're just gonna go ahead and squat down, going side to side while maintaining a quarter squat the whole time until you've done 20 each side. Okay, after our banded lateral steps, we're gonna do some air squats, sitting down, standing up, until we've done 20. Following that, we're gonna do our quadrupled T-spine rotation. We're getting down on our hands and knees, rotate side to side, 10 on each side. Well, hi, how are you? This is what the quadrupled T-spine rotation is, right here, going back and forth, rotating as far as you can with your upper back, and then you'll switch sides and do 10 on the other side, rotating, working on that upper back mobility. After warm-up is done, we'll move on to our strength aspect. So strength aspect today is goblet squats, holding that dumbbell right here in front. We're gonna nice and tall chest, sit down and up for 5 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Lighter dumbbell, shoot for the higher range. Heavier dumbbell, shoot for the lower range. Challenge yourself though, make sure you're giving it everything that you've got for those squats. Build the quads, build the butt, build the lower body up nice and strong. If you need to make it more challenging, count backwards from 10 on your way down, or pause at the bottom for a second or two to add more time under tension and get more workload in. Following our goblet squats, we have kneeling overhead presses. So we're gonna get down in a kneeling position or in a lunge position, dumbbells up, pressing up overhead, pausing for a second. When you get overhead, come back down to the shoulders until you've done 10 to 15 reps on each side. Same thing as with the squats. If you're feeling good or you have a lighter dumbbell, shoot for the higher range. If it's a little heavier or you just feel like you don't want to do it today, go for the lower range, but make sure you're at least getting 10 per side for each set. After we've done our conditioning, we have our abs, glorious abs. Build these nice strong suckers up. So for today's ab workout, we have suitcase marches. Nice high knees, marching them up, hold and good stand across your body off to the side, whatever you're comfortable with, but just make sure it's there to kind of balance you out. We'll do 45 seconds on one side, switch hands up, 45 seconds on the other side, with 45 seconds of rest in between sets.